1 Samuel 15, why would God tell Saul to kill all the men, women, children, and infants? This is against the people group of the Amalekites, so this is clearly genocide. It's not. If you have not watched part 1 and part 2 of this series, stop. Go and watch it first because it is foundational for this video. So if you read this verse at surface value, we see that Paul wiped out all of the Amalekites. Genocide. We'll come back to this. But who are the Amalekites? These were Israel's ops from day one. Exodus 17, they caught Israel coming out of Egypt, vulnerable and weak, and attacked them unwarranted. So in 1 Samuel 15, Saul allegedly wiped them all out. Well, riddle me this. Why do they show up again against David in 1 Samuel 27? And again in 1 Samuel 30? And again in 1 Chronicles 4:43? And again in the book of Esther, where in fact the Amalekite Haman attempts actual genocidal ethnic cleansing against the Israelites. Whereas Saul, on the other hand, obviously did not because they kept showing up. Now there's one last point I want to make. It says that Saul attacks the city of Amalek. Now you might be picturing innocent civilians in a city, but that's not accurate. The Hebrew word for city here is Ir, which means a fortified site, not an urban town. And verse 5 says Saul set an ambush in the valley. So this wasn't a siege on innocent civilians. It was a military strike against a fortified Amalekite base. In fact, when archaeologists go to the Negev and Sinai, which is where the Amalekites dwelled, they discovered remnants of military forts and encampments instead of civilian villages. Now, what you do with all this information is up to you. I'm not going to pretend I have all the answers. I still wrestle with the things in the Bible. So let's keep seeking the truth together. Because where our understanding of the Bible falls short, 3 things are clear. The God of the Bible is just, merciful, and full of loving kindness. Let me pray for you guys. Father, I thank you that you're not afraid of our questions. Would you continue to reveal yourself, your justice, your mercy, and your loving kindness, not only through the words, but in our own lives. Help our faith, help our unbelief when we don't understand. Lord, we love you so much. In Jesus' name.